What Jim Cramer calls today an unacceptable quarter, quote unquote, nothing to like. Do you find anything to like?
Very little. Good way to start that. And you know that graphic you just had up of Goldman versus Morgan Stanley stands out like a broken thumb. Certainly the board of directors sees that, and there's been a lot of look. There's some blood in the water as far as Mr. Solomon goes. I don't think this is a death knell for him. I'm not suggesting that, but I would say that the problem here is expenses. Big expenses, and expenses are entirely in management's control. Management can't control the macro environment, the deal calendar falling off a cliff, that sort of thing, but they can control expenses. And I would say with, the amount of rumors that are out there, Mr. Solomon's really got a quarter to get this fixed, because nobody, especially the board of directors, likes to see Morgan Stanley punching Goldman in the face like this.
Man, 1 quarter to get it fixed? You got Solomon on a shorter rope than you had from Boeing.
Okay. Well, let's see if like Mr. Calhoun at Boeing, he can turn it around. And let me be clear, I want him to turn around. I'm a shareholder. The question on a day like today is, what do? Do you sell the stock? I don't think so, and let me be clear about why. This stock is a great performer. You look at 3, 6 months, 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, it outperforms the S&P 500 very, very nicely. So this is a bad quarter in a bad environment and a bad sort of rumor mill for the CEO. You can't ignore that. He's got to fix it right now, but it's not something that damages, just 1 quarter doesn't damage the overall franchise value.
All right, Josh?
Yeah, Jimmy, I wanted to ask you, the problem here seems to be a little bit execution, but also mix shift. Like they double and triple down on consumer banking, which is not a great business really for anyone, even in good times, and these are not good times. And then they don't have the wealth management chops that Morgan Stanley has. Morgan Stanley, I think half their revenue came from wealth management this quarter. So Goldman is there, but they just don't play as well. Why is that going to change in 1 quarter?
Well, so a couple of things, and those are fabulous points. First off, on the consumer lending, as I think Josh, they're backing out of Marcus and the rest of the consumer lending platform. Yep. And you're absolutely right. They haven't been good at it. It's not a core competency. To see almost $1 billion of loan loss reserves from Goldman Sachs is eye-popping. And, I go back to 25 years ago when I worked there. That would not have been acceptable, believe me. But they're exiting that business, okay? So they shouldn't have been in it in the first place. They've made the decision. On the wealth management business, I will grant you, it is smaller than Morgan Stanley's, but that should be something that much as it cut, frankly, for both firms in the 4th quarter and in the whole year, it should recover nicely. It should be contributory to earnings if and as the markets improve.
All right, Jimmy, thank you. I appreciate you joining us on Goldman Sachs. It's Jim Lebenthal. Joey, Morgan Stanley.
Microsoft.
What do you think about Microsoft?
I'm going to hear about Microsoft.
What do you think about Microsoft? Yeah. Forget Morgan Stanley. What about Microsoft?
But Morgan Stanley's quarter is the exact reason why I've been advocating for this name for literally the last 4 years. The transformation, what the C-suite has done with the acquisitions, Eaton Vance, E-Trade, the focus on the wealth management business, it all is now being delivered in this quarter. I think it's important when you look at the asset management, the wealth management, and the investment banking community for the C-suite to know who they are. And this is a company that knows exactly who they are. Goldman Sachs has forgotten who they are. Goldman Sachs is one of the best, if not the best.
They've forgotten who they are.
They are one of the best, if not the best trading company there is.
Yeah, but Joe,
they've forgotten that.
Wait a minute. Morgan Stanley proactively made those acquisitions because they knew they needed to change the mix of the business, to get a higher multiple, to be less focused on interest rates and net interest income focused, right? Okay. That's what Goldman is, right? They're all institutional securities.
IPOs, capital markets.
M&A, all that.
That was going to be tough anyway this year.
But Morgan Stanley has that, but they also have the wealth management. And this quarter today was the validation of the strategy that they put in place when they made those acquisitions a couple of years ago. Okay. And not only that, but I mean, you see some of these ratios, look at the ROTCE is like 16%.
We agree with each other.
Right? I know. I'm just saying, it's Goldman could have done the same thing that Morgan did, but they didn't.
They
so
forgot
guess what?
who they are.
Goldman made wealth management acquisitions. They just haven't panned out to the extent that they should have.
Yeah.
They bought United Capital, which is one of the biggest RIAs in the country. I think that's like already 4 or 5 years ago. Nobody's heard a peep out of it since. There was talk that Goldman was going to do an RIA platform, a custody platform on the brokerage side. I've been hearing that for 7 years. Where is it?
Why?
So I think it's I'm telling you, I think it's execution. It's like a hesitancy to go into the things that they would probably be good at, like RIA. But then they're like full bore into let's do a credit card with Apple. And I almost think like it's like what's flashier, what's sexier, fintech. All right, let's do the fintech stuff. That probably looked and felt great in 20 and 21, but that's just not what's popping right now in the streets. Like, that's not what's hot right now.
You sold, Joe, the XLF.
I did.
Why so?
You're going to hate the answer, but I said it was for a trade when I bought it. I still like financial stuff. I still think it's one of the best sectors year to date. Okay.
I'll be on my boat by myself. I like that.
No, you're not on a boat by yourself. My sector is real estate for the year for the stock summit. But I said this was a trade. I just want to ring the register on it. I have Bank of America. I have Morgan Stanley in my portfolio. Taking the 3% gain I have in the XLF, I think that's what 2023 is about.